What's up, guys? Chase Oliver here, bringing you my Survivor Series 2002 Classic Pay-Per-View review. Thank you, NFL253, for the suggestion, and to whoever thumbs up this comment for the suggestion. You guys are awesome. Remember, leave your suggestion down below, and if someone has the same pay-per-view as you, just give it a thumbs up, and that's pretty much all you need to do. And I review these pay-per-views every Sunday that there's no WWE pay-per-view, but in case there is a WWE pay-per-view, don't worry, this is still a weekly thing on my channel. I'll just move those videos on a Saturday or a Friday depending on UFC events, because I do talk about UFC on this channel as well. So just giving you a heads up, just so people know, this is not just, oh, I skip it every time there's a real life pay-per-view going on. No, I still do this just on different days, just giving people heads up. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But let's get started with Survivor Series 2002 in Madison Square Garden. This Survivor Series was a little bit different because the WWE didn't have a traditional 5-on-5. Instead, they had a bunch of elimination matches, kind of replacing the 5-on-5 type feel. Does it take away from a little bit that we didn't have a traditional Survivor Series match? No, not really. Is the show still a great show? Absolutely. I think it's one of the best Survivor Series, in the history of the pay-per-view, in my personal opinion. But a traditional 5-on-5 would have made this pay-per-view a whole lot better. But let's just continue on forward with the pay-per-view itself. We had a 6-man tables match featuring the Dudley Boys, Bubba Ray and Spike Dudley, with Jeff Hardy. They were teaming up with Jeff Hardy, taking on 3-Minute Warning and Rico. 3-Minute Warning consisted of Rosie, who later on became the superhero and training Rosie, and Jamal, who later on became Umaga. Rest in peace, Jamal. If you guys watched the real version, you know Jeff Hardy fucking botched in this match. DVD edited that shit very, very well. I remember there was something wrong, because when I was watching DVD, I said, that looks so freaking edited. And I went to go find like the pay-per-view online on YouTube, and you can find almost anything on YouTube. And I just saw that there was a botch there, and I was like, he botched. But Jeff Hardy did botch in this match, and it was pretty damn funny. But one thing I will have to mention, one thing I have to talk about is that Reverend Devon, he's no more, comes back. Devon Dudley's here, man. It was freaking awesome seeing the Dudley Boys come back, especially in New York, where they have a huge fan base. Awesome job by the WWE here. Good, solid opener to kick off the show. The baby faces win. Fans are happy. Fans are excited. Let's move on to the next match, as we had one of my favorite cruiserweights ever, and Jamie Noble, Nydia, let's go, taking on Billy Kidman. Now, honestly, I felt this cruiserweight match was kind of flat. I felt that Nydia was getting way too involved in this match. Some of the stuff was just a little bit predictable. Like, you knew that Jamie Noble was going to run into Nydia. You're like, when is Jamie Noble going to run into Nydia? And then Billy Kidman's going to take advantage. You knew that shit was going to happen. You just knew it. I mean, I haven't watched this pay-per-view in a while now, and I knew that shit was going to happen. It was just really, really too obvious for me that Jamie Noble was going to hit Nydia in this match. Doesn't take away from the match. It's a pretty solid cruiserweight title match, but like I said, it felt flat. Billy Kidman does beat Jamie Noble for the title. The storyline that they had was pretty decent, but, Billy Kidman, they got to get the cruiserweight title on this guy. I mean, this guy was known in WCW as a great cruiserweight wrestler. He was known as the Giant Killer at one point for WCW, or he was known as a guy that was beating big main eventers. I think Rey Mysterio was the Giant Killer, if I'm mistaken. Please comment down below if I fucked up. But, Billy Kidman was a big deal in WCW. And, putting the cruiserweight title on him, gives fans a little bit of hope that maybe there was a big future for Billy Kidman. And unless we review a 2004 pay-per-view, you will never hear my rant about that. You know which 2004 pay-per-view it is, don't you? Anyways, let's move on forward to Victoria versus Trish Stratus in a hardcore match. And let me just say, the WWE, one thing I think they're missing with the Divas is not just hot divas or divas that can wrestle in the ring. I feel they're missing that big, badass, tough diva that can handle with the men. We've had Beth Phoenix in the past. We've had Karma in the past. We've had so many divas that, could handle with men, that they can handle their business if a man comes and tries to attack them. The thing about it with this match here with Victoria and Trish Stratus, these two look like badasses at the end of the day in this hardcore match. The storyline was so great how they made Victoria this psycho crazy bitch, and they made her obsessed with the women's title and wanting to beat Trish Stratus to a bloody pulp. It was great storyline. It was awesome. They did a great job with this match. This match is entertaining as hell. One of the matches I'm going to say you have to watch on this pay-per-view. This is a match you watch. This is an awesome women's match. This makes you want to respect women's wrestling. This makes you say, Jesus, why can't WWE do this with women's wrestling? I'm not asking for a hardcore match. I'm just asking for a psycho bitch. I mean, Victoria's psycho character is just as good as Mickie James's, if not even better than what Mickie James was. And to me personally, I felt WWE did a great job with the storyline. And overall, I feel Victoria became better because of this storyline in the long run. And to me personally, it added more to Victoria's character before they turned her face later in the future. But hell, it's so nice to see that Victoria, you know, in a hardcore match with like Trish Stratus, she can kick some major ass. And that, me as a guy, I would be like kind of turned on that there's like this psycho crazy bitch kicking another girl's ass with a steel chair, but at the same time afraid of her. And I feel that's what WWE's missing, kind of that psycho women character. I mean, AJ Lee, people are going to say, oh, well, isn't she that psycho women character? No, I'm talking about complete other crazy different type of psycho, not fucking skipping around acting like you're in Wonderland type of cycle. I'm talking about like super duper like out of your mind cycle in which Victoria played excellently for a certain period of time. All right, time to talk about the WWE Undisputed Championship match. Well, now just the WWE Championship because Triple H had to bring in the World Heavyweight title. But the WWE Championship match between Brock Lesnar and Big Show. Now, the previous pay-per-view, they did Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell. And the thing was, WWE realized, look, Brock Lesnar is our next big thing. We got to turn him babyface. But the thing for me personally, as a professional wrestling fan, I don't view Brock Lesnar as a babyface. I say Brock Lesnar is a good heel. Good heel. But I don't view Brock Lesnar as a babyface. And it kind of was like in this match between him and Big Show. It was a terrible match. It was very short. Paul Heyman ends up turning on Brock Lesnar. So the thing was, the fans were going to cheer Brock Lesnar regardless because Brock Lesnar was a beast and a monster. But the thing was, I felt in 2002 and some runs in 2003, WWE missed out on Brock Lesnar's full potential as a big-time heel. I mean, they didn't get into that big-time heel stuff until like the middle of 2003 and near the end of his first run with the WWE. But the thing is, Brock Lesnar works so much better as a heel, and I understand this guy is supposed to be your next big babyface, and they want him to be the next big star, and it's harder to promote a heel than a star. And I don't understand why a badass tweener couldn't work in this situation like a Stone Cold Steve Austin did back in the Attitude Era. They try to force a heel turn with Big Show. They try to force a face turn with Brock Lesnar. They try to make Big Show look like a threat when he ends up looking like a bitch at the next pay-per-view no matter what. It was just, and it's just overall, if you look at the whole landscape, no one won in this match. It was a lose-lose situation. And to me, it kind of hurt the WWE in the long run when they decided to drop the belt off Brock Lesnar. I mean, I'm just going to say this. Kurt Angle, I feel, plays a great face. You know, he has some funny moments as a heel, but he can play a really, really great face. Great backstory as an Olympic wrestler with a broken freaking neck that won the gold. And Brock Lesnar just looks like a douche. Feels like a douche, someone that can play a great heel. And WWE wanted to make him face. I felt like instead of facing Big Show here at Survivor Series, they should have done a Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker match straight up here, just a regular match. They did a Hell in a Cell before this pay-per-view. I felt they should have just had a regular match, had an awesome match. Taker will get cheered no matter what because it's Survivor Series and he rides a damn motorcycle now and fans love him. And Brock Lesnar will get booed, and you did not have to force a Brock Lesnar face turn. I understand why WWE did it, but I don't fully support it. And so this match is kind of mixed for me. All right, time for the triple threat tag team match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Now, they introduced the new tag team championships on SmackDown. They had a tournament. Fucking awesome. Go check out those old matches if you haven't. Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle were a tag team looking for the gold. The Los Guerreros were looking for the gold, and Edge and Mysterio were tag team champions. This match is freaking awesome. Check out this match. This match is probably on like a bunch of DVDs. If you have the Eddie Guerrero DVD, I'm pretty sure you have this match on there. So go check that out if you have that Cheating, Death, Stealing Live DVD. But in all honesty, this match is so much fun to watch. One of my favorite tag team wrestling matches that I've seen growing up as a little tyke. I like this match. I go back to this match, and to be honest with you, before I even started watching Survivor Series 2002, I watched this match first. I literally watched this match first, watched the promo segment afterwards, and then rewatched the whole pay-per-view. Oh, God, the promo segment afterwards. Oh, so exciting. But the thing is, to me personally, great tag team match. By far the second match of the night. Some people are mixed. Some people like the main event. Some people like this match more. Maybe you like the women's hardcore title match. But to me personally, one of the matches of the night, if not the match of the night. Los Guerreros end up winning the tag straps. Right team won. Put it on a legit team because first off, Chris Benoit was someone that they were going to try to push hard into their mid-card / main event feud in the near future. Rey Mysterio was a guy that they would desperately need in their cruiserweight division. Kurt Angle is a guy that you would want to use in the main event division, and Edge was a guy that you needed to push for that WWE main event division, especially on the SmackDown brand. And Eddie and Chavo at the time, they felt like a perfect tag team to hold the belts for a little bit. So great move by WWE, great booking decision there. Oh, the next segment where Christopher Nowinski and Matt Hardy come out. I love Mattitude Matt Hardy. I love when MattHardy.com would pop up on my screen, and it's version 1 Matt Hardy, and it tells me to drink my chocolate milk. And Christopher Nowinski making fun of these New York crowds because he has a Harvard degree. And then all of a sudden, holla! If you'll hear me, Scott Steiner comes out. That crowd goes freaking insane when Scott Steiner comes out. He literally just bumbles, kind of walks to the ring kind of funny, just throws Nowinski out, throws Matt Hardy out. The fans were going fucking insane for Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner, definitely a highlight on this show. No questions asked. If you don't think Scott Steiner was a highlight on this show, then I don't know what your problem is, but that's pretty much it. Scott Steiner, highlight of this show. One of my favorite moments of this show. Oh, when he came back, too bad his run in the WWE didn't turn out so well for him. All right. Anyways, we move on forward to the main event of the evening, the Elimination Chamber match. Shawn Michaels taking on Triple H, taking on Rob Van Dam, taking on Booker T, taking on Kane, taking on Chris Jericho for the first ever Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight Championship that the game Triple H has held. Honestly here, this match is a fun watch. I really did enjoy watching this Elimination Chamber matches. There's sometimes that I wish that they would have done more crazier spots. Absolutely. But for the first Chamber match, I can't really gripe on it. It's a Chamber match I think a lot of people consider the best Chamber match. To me personally, I think there's been a couple others that have been a little bit better. But a lot of people still consider this, the first one, the best Chamber match. A lot of great in-ring action, a lot of great eliminations in here. I really felt that the WWE did a good job with this Chamber match. The storytelling was really, really good. Every feud was kind of intertwined because, pretty much Triple H fucked over half of these fuckers. Like Kane, he fucked over. Rob Van Dam, he fucked over during his time as World Heavyweight Champion. Booker T didn't really fuck over that much. Chris Jericho, he beat at WrestleMania 18 earlier that year. To win the Undisputed Championship. And Shawn Michaels, he betrayed when Shawn Michaels returned from his back injury in 2002 earlier that year. So, a lot of good storylines. Any guy who beat a Triple H at the end would make sense. I personally felt at this time, though, I don't think Shawn Michaels should have won the World Heavyweight Championship. I know a lot of Shawn Michaels fans are going to get upset for me for saying this, but I really felt RVD should have won the championship. And I'm not the biggest RVD fan in the world, but I just feel that this guy was so over. The Elimination Chamber felt like it was made for him. I mean, he was doing the Spider-Man, the 5-star frog splash off the top of the chamber itself. I thought, or the pods, whatever they call them, where the superstars stay. The 5-star frog splash off there, I think, would have made an epic ending moment for a pay-per-view with Rob Van Dam winning the World Heavyweight title, especially since Rob Van Dam was so freaking over, man. They should have given RVD this title. And to me, Shawn Michaels, his reign as World Heavyweight Champion, and I believe that's his last world title run, was him winning this World Heavyweight Championship in 2002. It's kind of almost a forgettable one, and I feel WWE could have made more money and made more of a better investment with RVD as champion at the time. But I ain't going to complain because, like I said, it leads to a cool match if I ever get to review Armageddon 2002 on my channel that I'll talk about. But in all honesty here, Survivor Series 2002 is a pay-per-view you should watch. It's a pay-per-view that is very enjoyable. All the matches are great. Some of the decisions, you know, like I said, the Cruiserweight title match and Big Show and Brock Lesnar kind of its weak points, but you get nice little promos. The Robbers and SmackDown feud was actually kind of interesting at this moment. So, you know, they had its moments. They had its ups. They had its lows. You know, overall, this pay-per-view is a great show. 2002 is overall a great year in the WWE. Most of their shows are like, I think the worst show is probably like a B minus, which is pretty damn good in my book. But I give Survivor Series 2002 an A minus. Very great show. And that's pretty much it. Tell me guys down below what you guys thought about this review. Do you guys like Survivor Series 2002? Comment down below your pay-per-view you want me to review. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. I am dead shit tired. Been watching football and wrestling and all this other stuff today, and I just need some sleep.